Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today's latest transfer headline is Arsenal told price of completing Dani Ceballos transfer as Real Madrid make decision. So the reports are stating that Dani Ceballos is currently in his second season on loan at Arsenal, and the Gunners might just have the chance to make the move permanent. Arsenal have been told how much they will have to pay to sign Dani Ceballos permanently. Ceballos is currently on his second loan spell at the Gunners, returning for another year after a successful first year at the Emirates Stadium. The 24-year-old has been less favoured this season amid increased competition in the Arsenal midfield, starting 10 of Arsenal's 23 Premier League outings so far. Ceballos has spoken about his desire to return to Real Madrid, but if Arsenal want to sign him permanently, they will have to pay £22 million, according to La Razón. According to the report, Real Madrid are willing to part ways with Ceballos, who signed from Real Betis for just under £15 million in 2017, in order to increase their budget this summer. Los Blancos have endured some difficulties on the back of coronavirus, and that could lead them to sell the likes of Ceballos as well as Luka Jovic, another player out on loan, in order to scrape together enough money to improve their squad. Whether Arsenal want to sign Ceballos permanently is another question, and we already know the midfielder himself would prefer to return to his home country. A third year on loan? No, my goal is to return to Real Madrid and be important at the best club in the world, he said earlier this season. I believe that one day I will come back and be able to return the affection that the fans showed me. For various reasons, I didn't leave the club in the best manner. Furthermore, though Ceballos has been very complimentary of Arsenal, so things could change, particularly if he is told he is not wanted back in the Spanish capital. He said, after joining Arsenal on loan for a second time, there's nothing more important than a coach having faith in you and asking you to come back. That's why I made the decision to come back to this club. The pressure he put on the club to bring me back here was key. The main reason I decided to come back was because I had real faith in the project led by Mikel. We did quite well at the end of the last season, and I think the confidence that the coach and my teammates showed in me was what made me come back to this great club. I told Madrid that I wanted to come back to Arsenal because during the first year I learned a lot about a new league. I've improved a lot both physically and tactically, and after Mikel came in, the standard of my football improved. I think the best decision for me this year was to remain in the Premier League with Arsenal and keep working with a coach like Mikel Arteta. So the latest headlines and reports are suggesting that Arsenal have been told a price of completing Dani Ceballos transfer as Madrid make their decision on whether Dani Ceballos will become a Real Madrid player, and it looks like the fee is around about £22 million, and this has been confirmed by Spanish outlet La Razón, and it looks like Ceballos may not get his desire to return back to his favourite club to once he called the best club in the world, Real Madrid. So we'll have to wait and see if Arteta and Arsenal want to sign Real Madrid's Dani Ceballos on a permanent deal, or would they just forget the deal and look for another player in that position. And it looks like Real Madrid are wanting to gain some money so that they can improve their squad, and they're going to sell the likes of Ceballos as well as Luka Jovic. But would Arsenal want to sign Dani Ceballos on loan for another third year? Well, the answer is no, as Dani Ceballos has already clarified that he wants to return to Real Madrid and be important at that club. But would Arsenal sign him permanently? Well, in my opinion, I think Arsenal shouldn't, because we've seen what Dani Ceballos can do. He's got talent, we all know he has talent, but he has injuries here and there. And yeah, for some reason, he's not preferred by Mikel Arteta. There's a main reason behind that. When it comes to the match against Aston Villa, he could have played, but he didn't put him into the squad. He's favouring more Granit Xhaka. Would he play against Leeds? That's another question. I put him into my predicted lineup. Make sure you guys check that video as the previous video from this one. And hopefully Arteta will do something regarding this situation. But for me, I don't want to see Dani Ceballos for another season or permanently. But other than that guys, remain blessed, stay tuned for another video, and peace.